Here we have the rank of different um, papacy, priest coat of arms, cardinal, bishop, ecclesiastical, herald, helmet, light fixture, cannon.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another
Uh-oh,
reading of the book Code
what's
Word
this?
Barbelon
Oh.
Danger in the Vatican. This Antichrist world.
Anyway, so I can see multiple different, different cardinals, coat of arms, different archbishop, diocese, coat arms, but there's not really any description to this page like there was in, and I should probably have read it in the past. So, but whatever the case, that's absolutely. Apparently, they have like the thing in the bottom many times. Here we have like St. John Fisher College Coat of Arms, Cardinal, Pope, Bishop, Gaudi di Filippi, Cardinal. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these rank thing. As far as I know, they are rank. The more you have, the higher rank you have. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seems to be the top. Papal Conclave, Vatican City Coat of Arms. Cardinal Ecclesia has 5. Then we have Bishop, he has 3. We have Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Barquisimeto has 4. Here we have something that doesn't have, but you have the motto. Apparently, this underneath you have the motto. Christ our hope of glory. Of course, it's the cookie Jesus they worship, right? So here we have a cardinal. He has 5 as well. Here's I don't know in regards to the color coding if they have or if they just choose. Here we have 4. It's tassels. You have first 1 tassel, then you have 2 tassels, you have 3 tassels, then you have 4 tassels. And as far as I recall, it's ranking. Here we have the coat of arms, Holy See, Cardinal, 5. But I don't know. Catholicism, Cardinal, Catholic Church, Major, Archbishop. He only has 3. I don't know. Maybe I'm not entirely sure in regards to how it stands. But here we have a snake coat of arms of Mexico, heraldry. Mexico, Catholicism, right? So yeah, so you have these different coatings, Papal Conclave, coat of arms, Papal coats of arms, Poop, Vatican City, heraldry, Vatican City, 3 crowns, right? I don't know in regards to the crown thing might also be something because you have a hat on some of them, these old kinds of hats in different colors as well. So the colors might also, I don't know, you have these different kinds of crosses. You have the fleur-de-lis heraldry, sure coat of arms. Now the fleur-de-lis can be, you can find that, as far as I recall, you can actually find it in Sumer or the old Shinar. So this is an old pagan symbol of the pagan trinity, as far as I know. Moon, Venus, and solar. Soul. We call it the sol in Danish. That's the word for sun. Of course, in English you have sun and sun, right? It's kind of so close together. So am I saying sun or am I saying sun, right? Sun or sun. It's so. It doesn't really. You pretty much needs the context for it, right? If we have an archbishop, but apparently it seems to be the bishops of different. But these hats, I remember these hats from movies where they show these different groups, Catholic groups, and all that, having these hats on. Anyway, I guess to show their glory and their honor, whatever. In any case, I still can't find that website. I know it's out there because, I saw it where it was explaining everything and was wonderful website. I would think that I still probably fixed it on my Facebook page, right? So search profile, bishop something maybe. Code of, I don't know. No. So anyway, it is what it is. I ever have some information, the coat of arms. Did you know most Catholic bishops adopt a coat of arms, which is his emblem? It consists of an ecclesiastical hat called the galero. Yeah, I think that was what they used in the past, right? Above a gold processional cross, a shield symbolic of his life influences, and an episcopal motto. The episcopal motto is in the bottom. Haber fiducium in domino, or something like that, right? In green galera with 6 tassels on each side to indicate a bishop, archbishop, indicates a bishop. Archbishops have 10, while cardinals have 15 and use a red galero. So they, according to this, they use a red hat and they use 15 of these. That will be, as I see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You have 5 levels. But of course it will make it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 10 when you have, but rank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's how I looked at it. But yeah, it would be of course 15, if you have the full thing, you have 15 tassels. So here is Bishop McGradden's coat of arms. So he apparently is a bishop, having 6, but it doesn't say anything in regards to 1 and 2. Well, because that should be lower than a bishop, right? So you have bishop, cardinal, but cardinals are also said to be bishops, but just cardinal, a bishop cardinal, like, I don't know. But anyway, a cardinals, of course, you also usually have, I think you have a middle term in regards of a cardinal, some supreme cardinal, I don't know. That's something in regards of a cardinal in this wicked system. Cardinal and arch cardinal or something like that. Head cardinal, I don't know. Arch cardinal, no. As far as I recall, there's something of rank, another rank in regards to this ranking. Cardinal bishop, cardinal deacon, cardinal priest, cardinal Catholic Church. So the cardinal deacons are the lowest ranking cardinals. So you have different cardinals. Cardinals are elevated to the diaconal order are either officials or the Roman. So hierarchy of Catholic Church. You have other cardinals have a rank either of cardinal priest, cardinal deacon. I wonder if they have. Yeah, but anyway, I can't remember the clothing either. If the cardinals are those in red, right, and the bishops are those in or if it's the other way around, I tend to forget. Tend to not know. Here we have cardinal in red and black. But they seem to be cardinals in red. Here cardinals, here that's red. There's only red, 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 red. So I guess cardinals has red color. Dress code, cardinal color, yeah. Here we see the cardinal color is like blood red. Some cardinal color look like here. It just shows a little more. It seems to also go over in the other kind of. But mostly it seems to be the red color. Cardinal red color. Cardinal red likely takes its name from the color of the robes of the cardinals in the Catholic Church, who in reality wear scarlet. Yeah, so scarlet like the beast scarlet, right, in regards of the Book of Revelation. So scarlet red, cardinal scarlet apparently, right? Mm. So I guess the others are walking around with, yeah, anyway. So clergy ranks, we have apparently different cardinal ranks. But yeah, so 1 and 2 should then be, I guess, priest and I'm not entirely sure, but it should be lesser rank, right? So if you only have 1 or 2, you should be on the lower rank ladder in the Roman Catholic Maniac institution. What was that website? Was this the website? Yeah, okay. So that has 3. That's just only have 1. So this is a priest coat of arms, cardinal bishop. I don't know why it's cardinal bishop ecclesiastical herald when it's still a priest coat of arms. So priest, it seems, have have 1 line but 2 tassels. Is there anything with 2 tassels? That's, or the second line with 4 in total tassels. You would think that would be some kind of, 2 tassels, right? You wouldn't think they would skip it. Here's another priesthood in the Catholic Church, 1 tassel and a black hat. We have a deacon, doesn't have any tassels on him. So priest, 1 tassel. Anything with 2 tassels? I don't see anything with 2 2 layers of tassels. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 5 lines. Still no. I see 4 tassel or 4 layers of tassels, 5 layers of tassels, 3 layers of tassels, 5 layers of tassels, 3 layers of tassels, 3. I don't see any 2. It should have been, priest and then just above the priesthood, right? Which, something between bishop and priest. Which maybe it doesn't exist, I don't know. It's just weird, right? It should be something. It must be something in regard to that. Can't have like some tassels that doesn't really do anything, right? Just skipping the 2 tassels. Or the 2 layers of tassels doesn't make much sense. So what could be between a priest and a bishop? That's a good question. Maybe they don't have anything. Maybe they just skipped over the second line. It doesn't make any sense. Wait. We have 2 tassels or 2 layers, so that'll be 6 tassels in total. Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Liga, Roman Catholic Diocese of Bosnia Archbishop. I don't know why they have these two, because there's still an Archbishop, Honorary Prelate, Black Archbishop. I don't know. Roman Catholic Archdiocese. They only have 2 at least. Here we have 1 again with 1, and also have the, with IHS and all that and things of that nature in the coat of arms. But that must be a priest. But this still seem, 2 still seems to be like a priest. The hat is, it does look pretty much the same, but let's see if we can find someone else. But at least we found 1, so they do exist. But mostly it is, 3 tassels, 3 layers of tassels. Just keeps on, but 5, 3. Interesting. We have what is also called the staff Ishtar, which is interesting because the staff Ishtar is usually portrayed with 8, six. And of course you have the union of the masculine and feminine, the father and the mother, and then you produce the sun cookie, or the solar cookie, of the Roman Catholic bullshitters. That took me some time to figure out. That took me some digging, for sure. The great mystery of Babylon, right? The cookie Jesus! The fake cookie Jesus. Yeah. I just only see mostly 3, layers and 5 layers of tassels. I haven't seen 1, 2 layer tassel again, But at least they do exist apparently. Because I've seen 1. I only seen 1, are probably coming more, right? Oh, here we have another one. Heraldry Escutian Helmet Priest Diocese. So apparently a priest seems to have been able to, so it must be like a priest that is a little higher up in rank. It still seems to be the black thing in regard to the priest. So we have one priest again, so 1 layer. So 1 layer and 2 layers just seems to be still be a priest of some kind. I guess a priest. Oh, here we have 2 layers again. Archbishop Catholicism. It's just maybe the ranking. I don't know. But of course it's different color. It actually has red colors and 2 tassels. So maybe again, but it does have black and then it has this red tassels instead of black tassels. So maybe there's some color coding in regards to this of ranking system and all that. So I don't know. But that's just here we have actually one with 1 tassel and then 1 tassel. So there's 2 layers, but there's only 4 tassels. Bishop of Cardinal Priest. It seems like to be some kind of priest. Anyway, what do you want? It just continues and continues. Apparently it never stops with these. Actually, here we have a Roman Catholic diocese, but he actually has 3 tassels, but it's black, so I don't know. So again, maybe the hat as well as the color, portrays rank. Here we have, how many? Well, it seems to be 2, but I can't see the bottom of the picture, so well, here we have the hat of the this looks like some night thing, hood and all that. We have more Latin nonsense, Latin things and all that. Yeah, okay, I guess I've seen enough. It just continues. It just is incredible. It just continues and continues. It doesn't seem to stop. You would think that you would reach the bottom at some point, right? But it just goes on and on and on. Omnis veritas in omnibus caritas. It goes on and on. Fides et labor. En por suvant la viriti. It just continues with the Latin as well, right? Varitati et caratata. It has some Malta thing, and the fidelis in the coat of arms. It has the moon and yeah. So just goes on and on. Are you going to stop at any moment? No, apparently not. So yeah, it seems to have something to do with rank and all that, but yep. Anyway, the mascles are implement of Saint William of York, the Bishop of namesake. The shell and the bread in the bottom symbolizes baptism and the Eucharist. Oh, wait. The shell, oh, there we go with the shell, and the bread in the bottom symbolizes baptism and the Eucharist, respectively. I still don't understand. You have the shell many places, right? You have it in the Danish government as well. Catholic nonsense. Why do you see that shell anywhere in the Bible? Haber fiducium in dimino. A green galera with 6 tassels on each side indicate a bishop. Archbishops have 10, while cardinals have 15 and use a red galero. So, again, color coding, it seems like priests are black. The keys are found in the coat of arms of Bishop of Magradon, home diocese of London, and the shield used by St. Peter's Seminary, where the previous served as rector. The motto, English trust in the Lord, is taken from Proverbs 3:5, but of course it has to be in Latin, right? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own insight. Yeah. Wolves in sheep clothing, So we have some color coding. Apparently this is seems to be from the Roman Catholic Diocese of Calgary or whatever. Wolves in sheep clothing, yeah. They can use the Bible, but they use it for gaining the whole wide world. Yeah, it goes on and on with the tassels. Tassels. Yeah, anyway, maybe I should stop this. Oh, that's the button. No, that's not the button. Apparently it seems to just load more and more. It just keeps on going. Apparently this is something. Oh, here we have a Apostolos Jesus Christi, a cardinal coat of arms with what looks like the German cross in the middle, 3 of them, and of course the sun. And yeah, the cardinal hat and the pagan staff bullshit, and this nonsense cross in the middle and all that, and crosses of, anyway. Incredible. Here we have the shell thing again, but yeah, anyway. So the shell apparently seems to be about baptism. I don't know. I think the shell goes back to some pagan nonsense as far as I recall, but haven't really sorted that totally out or forgotten about it. Happily forgotten about it, maybe. Anyway, get back to things, right? I was looking into videos, right?
Trust a Catholic priest with my kids. I don't trust a Catholic priest to pray my dead father out of purgatory. All I need is the Bible in my language, and I'm going to go straight to the throne of God by myself. That is revolutionary. It's exactly what it was. The Protestant Reformation, the shot heard around the world, the most dangerous thing that happened to this system of control by religion.
Yeah, so the Johnny Chirishi, I know he had contact with Eric Phelps, at least, in real life. He went over there. So he must be, I guess, from America. I'm not entirely sure, but he has written some books and all that. But there was some, he attacked Ian Paisley, and I didn't, I don't know, but it just felt like, why attack Ian Paisley? You have one of the people that's, protested against the Antichrist, right? So why attack someone that actually stood off and protested? Okay, there might be some problems, this and that, I don't know, but it's just, we don't have that many that protest, And Ian Paisley was very outspoken on the Jesuits, and so I don't understand this attacking Ian Paisley I just had some problems with that. Okay, Thomas Richard, I still need those 3 videos and find out which one I actually think I have some of the Nazi videos that is from him. I'm not sure if I've written it on them, because I might have not have been able to figure out, but I think some of the videos was from him, or at least one of them. It's hard to know. Hard to figure everything out, right? Fox's paper tree, no, false prophet, okay.
Maternal grandparents, grandpa's boss. Welcome to work. The Reformation gave us three things. The Federal Reserve Bank is run by the
This is 24/7 World Radio.
Ninth, 2000.
This is 24/7 World Radio. 24/7 World Radio.
The Cardinal, he was there.
Good morning and welcome. Arm, it's February.
Welcome to the broadcast.
The investigative journal, and before I get to my guest, author of Vatican Assassins, Eric Phelps.
Now, this is a very famous time in which we live, and
First and foremost, we extend our welcome, Brother Eric. Thanks for returning to PID Radio.
It's a pleasure to be with you.
I'm standing under a statue just opposite the River Thames, and the name is above my head.
Which lays the
Now the Jesuits was
Oh.
suppressed in 17.
Oh my. Oh, it hurts. That's good. Training the whistle. That's James Spady. That was actually, I think that was pretty good, right?
Hello and welcome to C3 News. I'm James Bailey and today is Thursday,
C3
June 4th, 2020. And today,
T3 News.
hello and welcome to C3 News. I'm James Bailey and today is Thursday, June 4th, 2020. And today I'm going to be presenting historical evidence supporting what I've been presenting over the past few weeks, which is scriptural and historical evidence showing that Rome is behind all the attacks on our nation today. Rome is the instigator behind so much of the trouble that's happening in the world
Oh, that was
today,
high.
as
Wow.
they are the kingdom that the prophet Daniel saw in the legs and feet of the statue that King Nebuchadnezzar saw in a dream, revealing the final kingdoms of this age prior to the return of the Lord. So I have done a lot of work to prove.
Here we have Jesuit. Maybe I should put it in the politic thing, you know, Jesuit, Fager, blah 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 blah,
Gracious
and
and
if you
merciful
call
God,
it,
At this sacred time we come before you
and
indeed.
the same thing with
Indeed.
standing under a statue just opposite.
Welcome, Mr. John Phelps, with you today with Biblical Truth in History and Prophecy on this beautiful 29th of May, 2008. I have my friend and dear brother Daryl Everhart calling in today. Having given you the number there, Sean is on, so I'm looking forward to his call. Before we begin, we thank the Lord. Father, we thank you for this day, for this beautiful day, and pray that what is done will be edifying to thee and thy Son, in Jesus' name. Amen. A particular verse, and we'll get right to our interview. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 12. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. And I'm thinking of Mr. McFarland, who came out yesterday, and evidently he's come out with a book, and told of all the terrible things that have happened in the Bush administration that he knows of and that he was even a part of. So we have to be thankful that this gentleman came out and said this, and maybe others would do the same, that when we begin to do righteousness, and in government and in their private life. So, if a ruler doesn't hearken to lies, then his servants will do right. It's very simple. It's black or white. Well, today I have with me Daryl Everhart, and we're going to discuss one of our presidents, Abraham Lincoln, and how when he sought to prevent the creation of 14th Amendment America, the Jesuits assassinated him. So, Daryl, welcome today.
And I'm so glad to be on with you again, Eric. It's an honor and a privilege. And as I said before, I consider you the resident expert on the Jesuit order. You're the one that got me started.
Yeah. That's the guy. He's Daryl Abraham. Apparently, how did he get started? That was the guy that had this old website, right? That is now. Well, I guess Eric Phelps has been then.
So, Daryl, welcome today.
And I'm so glad to be on with you again, Eric. It's an honor and a privilege. And as I said before, I consider you the resident expert on the Jesuit order. You're the one that got me started when I got a hold of your book that was published in 2001, Vatican Assassins.
2001.
And
Wow.
I'd like to let the listeners know to please sometime during the first break to grab a pencil or pen and some paper, because I'd like to tell you how not only to get Eric's CD-ROM, which is very important that you get, but also I have 3 books here that I'd like to recommend. It won't take very long to do because one's just a phone number, one's just a website, the other one I'll have to give an address on. But it's important, Eric, that we all get up to snuff on history, and as I mentioned before when I was on with you, sadly...
I think that's actually, if I recall, that's an amazing interview, and that would really be one that I think I would like to save. I think that's amazing. The guy is, also digging. Sadly, his website is not there anymore. I don't know why that would. Maybe he's dead. I don't know. But he was also having a lot of good stuff. So I don't, have the real Saint Patrick. He has some on that. That would be one of the subjects I would have loved. Also like to dig further into. But there's so much. The new Jesuit order, and he has the new handouts. Who is the Antichrist, which is apparently sadly not there. But you have multiple. Who is the Antichrist? Some of them work, some of them don't. It's very sad that he doesn't have his website. I don't know if he had anything to. Maybe I could write. Request special request. Maybe I could write Brother Eric on that. Spiritual Smart and C.T. Wilcox. For the following Two linguists who are fluent in both English and one foreign language. Contain Pable and all that. Okay, let's see here. Maybe I should just write to Brother Eric. So, I, you know, I don't know if I have, you know, for Brother Jörg or Tom. I don't think I think Tom's email doesn't work anymore now. And Jörg is probably they banned me and censored me, so for my opinions, I guess. So you can, again, if we can't accept that we have other opinions, that's going to be a hard one, And we're not that many, and of course we have our individual opinions on things, and so if we can't have that, that's kind of a problem. Well, at least on these other things, apparently Tom doesn't, the address doesn't work anymore. Let's see here. What do I have? Okay, here we go. Do you know, hey, hey Eric, hey bro. Do you know if Daryl is, do you still have, still have contact with Daryl? I'm listening, dear brother Eric. I'm listening to this wonderful talk with brother Daryl, Eberhard, and you. I found out his old website is Thoughts Issues, dude. And yet it is not existing anymore. If he has another website or another website, let's see here. I did find it in the old web page, but did find some of it in the old web page search. What is that called? I can't. But if he is going to put up his, I don't know why he found his website, or if he has another somewhere. Daily regards. I'm still trying to get information on the picture. I tried to call them up, but was put on, was derailed. Still no email back from them. I got a mail from another place, but they could not find any information on the picture. But I'll still help. Send another mail. The Catholic Faker. To Faker Joe. That I don't like calling. If all right. All right, means figure. Yeah. Yeah, right. Oh well. I think the meaning stand in front of Catholic. Yep. Oh. Oh, well, anyway, take care. Oh, we have a message now. Okay. So anyway, so let's write brother Derek to this wonderful talk with brother Daryl Eberhard and you. That's just wonderful. I just love that talk with you guys. He's on fire. As I understand, he was led by your book already in 2001. Nice going. Nice job. Nice. I just after 9/11 and then was led into the satanic into the Satan's candy shop. Getting a truth movement, and then being led into Satan's candy shop with many flavors. Anyway, took me. Dear brother Eric, I'm listening to this wonderful talk with brother Daryl Eberhard, and you just love the talk with you guys. With the talk you guys have. You guys have on that. Although he's on fire. He's on fire. As I understand, he was led by your book already in 2001. Nice. I first got started after 9/11, getting into the truth movement and being led into Satan's candy shop and flavor. So I don't know, a huge amount of years to navigate on this topic. Anyway. I found out this. So any case. What was it that I was thinking about something? Out of that. To navigate on this stuff. Any case, something. Tried to call them up, but was derailed into nothing. Still no email back from them. I got a mail from another place, but they could not find any information on the picture. But I still hope something will come up. Send another mail to Faker Joe. Father is short of the word Faker, right? Anyway, take care. Take care. Oh yeah. I listened to your. I listened yesterday. I listened to your preaching on Christ Mass. That was pretty nice. Yeah, Christ Mass. pagan nonsense, pagan satanic nonsense, and the poop, stinking poop being shown, in the television around 000 in Denmark, live from the Vatican. Discuss. I could, I tried some years ago to see it. I just could not see it through. Disgusting, filthy, diabolical bullshit. Oh, yeah. I know. Oh, yes, yeah. Just could not see it through. Disgusting. After, they've, it did the. Oh well. Any case, bad vibe. But yeah. The birth of the sun. The birth of the sun. Took me some time to figure out the pagan trinity of moon, Venus, and sun, all under many names: Father, Mother, and Son. Union produces the cookie god, the fake diabolical cookie god. I was looking into Sumer, Shinar, and other pagan nations, seeing the symbols, and trying to get it. You can find the same symbols in many places, symbolizing what's it called? Symbolizing, what is it called? Symbolizing this pagan trinity. Let's see here. Under many names. What is it called? Shamash. Britannica. Symbolizing this pagan trinity. The same symbols seen in the Catholic whorehouses. Some places pagan trinity, the same symbols seen in the Catholic whorehouses. And the male with the feminine producing the sun in the middle of the star. The male upward triangle with the feminine downward producing the sun. You have to have a figure and the mother is the mother of the cookie. You have to fake at the present to produce the cookie god, the so-called, produce the fake cookie god, and of course Mary, so-called pagan queen of the heavens, Inanna, Ishtar, and whatever name, Venus, and whatever name attached is the mother of the sun. The cookie. The dry, what do you call the dry sun-shaped nonsense mess of the papist. The dry sun-shaped mess of the Christ mess. Christ mess of the papist. The dry sun-shaped Christ mess of the papist is the mother of the sun. The dry sun-shaped Christ mess of the papist. Yeah, well. Oh yeah, the mess, the great mess. Dead sun-shaped. Christ mess of the papist. Name attached to this is the mother of the sun, the dry, dead, sun-shaped Christ mess of the papist. Which they, while the great walking dead worship the devil through worshipping the cookie put in a sun, what do you call it, sun ray monstrance. Or the walking dead worship the devil through worshipping the cookie. I mean, the wafer bullshit, the wafer put in sun ray monstrance. Oh yeah, yeah, that's all that nonsense. They put the cookie into the tabernacle as well. Oh. That's disgusting. Mystery Babylon. Not so much a mystery anymore. Wicked Hall of Revelation. She was already here before Christ came into the world. She is sitting on the 7 heads of the beast. So she was already before Christ came into the world. She's sitting the hall, sitting on the 7 heads of the beast. As far going back to the Roman kingdom as the first head. As far as I can gather, the second king, according to Vicky, gave the instructions to the Pontifex Maximus. Well, a day high pagan priest of satanic sun worship. Oh, that's a 666 amulet as well in regards. Pointing. Anyway, most likely. Although I don't think Anyway. Anyway, I'll stop. Anyway, speaking to the choir. While the Walking Dead worship the devil through worshiping this dead wafer. I already probably written that, right? This piece of bread, man-made bread, this man-made wafer put in sunray months, and even walked among worth to present to the world. God, this pagan, this nonsense, this fake God, this fakery. So let's see here. While the Walking Dead worship the devil through worshiping this piece of man-made wafer put in a sunray monstrance, and he even walked around with to present to the world this fakery, this diabolical snake oil fakery. Oh yeah, all that nonsense. Mystery Babylon, not so much a mystery anymore. Wicked whore revelation. She was already here before Christ came into the world, the whole sitting on the second beast, point of view. Regards. High pagan priest of sun worship. She just took on the devil. The slut just took on sheep clothing. The slut just took on sheep clothing. Pagan priest of satanic sun worship. The slut just took on sheep clothing. The wicked satanic slut just took on sheep clothing around 300 AD. The wicked satanic slut just took on sheep clothing, packaging this nonsense, this filthy, disgusting, depraved abomination in Christian wrapping, with coating the turd with white, coating the stinking turd with white Christian surface color. Coating the stinking turd with white Christian surface, what do you call it? Topping. Christian surface topping. Stinking, depraved. Already. Stinking turd. Stinking, wicked, stinking, filthy turd with white, yeah. Walking it. And it's still walking it, and it's still what do you call it? Putting your feet in a turd. Oh yeah, what is it called? Yeah, still putting your feet in a third, and the feeling, and the feeling of, yeah, it's still the same. It's still it's logging it, and it still is the same disgusting experience. Walk in it barefoot, and it still is the same disgusting experience as in the past. Defiling yourself with Satan. Anyway, there's a 666 amulet as well in regards of the sun. Sun connecting it to sun worship there as well. Anyway, you most likely know these things. Sun worship. So that's a 666 amulet as well. Some old 666 amulet as well in regards to the sun, connecting to sun worship there as well. Connecting the number to sun worship there, to sun worship there as well. Okay, as well, sun worship as well. There's an old 666 amulets as well. In regards to the sun, connecting the number to sun worship there as well. Anyway, you most likely know these things. Anyway, take care. We are in the 13th moon at the moment in the biblical calendar, and thereby the next new moon should be the first month or moon of the year, bringing and thereby Passover is close at hand. The festival of unleavened bread, and then the counting to 50 for Shavuot. And then the counting to 50 for Shavuot from the first fruit, from the day of first fruit. Anyway, take care. Anyway, okay. Just take care. And keep it up. Thanks for stirring the water. Stirring the waters and waking people up. Jesuits and Antichrist, of course, and Antichrist, of course. 666, and that Roman Antichrist, of course, 666. Dearly regards. Take care. It's incredible. Okay, dearly regards. Oh, thank them. Dearly regard. Wheat. Wheat corn. The wheat corn. The wheat corn. The wheat corn. A weed seed. The wheat seed. Seed. I guess. Dearly regards. Seed. The wheat. Dearly regards, the wheat seed, Dakia, Denmark. Why he drowned his website, or if he has another somewhere. Da, 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 da. That's taking long for me to turn off. And 13 moon at the moment in the biblical calendar. Moon. The biblical calendar of the year. And then the next new moon should be the first month of the year. And thereby Passover is close at hand. Well, we eat either lamb or goat. And the festival of unleavened bread, and then the counting to 50 for shower oat from the day of first fruit. And 7 days, and then the counting to 50 after the weekly day of rest. Anyway, there we go. Dearly regards, the wheat seed, Dakia, Denmark. Okay, Jesus God, Pope 666.info. It's not. Yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, we'll see here. Okay, always great to send the message. I don't know. So I need to still get information on that. I don't know where to else to, library maybe. Oh, I need to write back to these guys in regards of, that's true. In regards of thanking them for at least checking, let's see here. New Trinity Archives in Inigo, oh yeah, Archives. Well, that's sent, let's see here, received. Still not good with, I never understood this email. Cecil Andrews, that's he's, thank you for contacting Saint, okay, Saint University, okay, Rapla. Oh yeah, maybe the Danish, thank you for contacting the St. Louis University Archives. Unfortunately, we do not have any info. Well, thanks Katie for trying. I'll try. I'm trying. I'll continue to try. Find it. I would think it most likely was from the 16th century Germany. Yet, I don't know. I would have to. I would have to search that out, and see what institutions I can find. I might institutions that might know. Dealer, regards, Dakia, Jesus God, Pope 666.info. Okay. Thanks, Katie, for trying. Okay. Oh yeah, the library. That's the library. What do you call that? The library, the Danish library. Has to be in regards to theology. I already know I have had some email from one of the guys and downloading. I have something in regards of Anglican network. Emeritus, yeah, whatever. Let's see here. Maybe this guy can. And I see. Well, we can just write to these different guys. Let's do that. Okay, compose. Let's just compose a message for all these guys. We have this guy, Emeritus. Oh, I actually also have this other guy, which I can't remember. Well, we can just take all of them, right? And but what's the guy each called? Anyway, I don't know if he knows that. Anyway, 2. Let's just see who responds, right? And that's the technology. Okay. Let's see here, that one. I think it's a comma you put in or something like that, and you just put another email in it, right? Email up, okay. Hopefully that works. 1 email, 2, 3 email, 4. We have another email here. Okay. Maybe they would be interested as well in finding the source for that. Who knows? Boom, boom, boom. O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel, that mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appears. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee. Oh, okay. Maybe I should put like a finder's fee on it or something like that. Maybe that would help, but anyway. But they should be, interested in just, Oh does some Catholic library apparently. That would be interesting. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Maybe I should put my pamphlet with it as well. Bum 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 bum. Okay, we have another one there. Dum bum 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 bum. And we have 2 messages here. I have no idea if this is going to work. Hopefully it will. Oh, well, you know, I want to have a song, right? You know, let's go for the Jesus God. Okay, in the fire, 50 million Christians died, suffering at the hands of Rome. They believed in Christ alone. Be thou my vision, be thou my delight. Where's my okay, where is my... Where did it go? Should be here somewhere. My vision, O Lord of my heart, Lord, be all else to me, save that thou art. Thou my wisdom, by day or by night. I have no idea where mine. Waking or sleeping, thy presence I should be. Give thou my wisdom, and thou my true word. Oh, it's no, it's apparently there. Okay. And I with thee, Lord, thou my desire of death, thy righteous Lord. Da 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 dum dum bum bum bum. Precious are ye not knowing in T word. Thou art inheritance, thou and always. Thou and thou only stirs in my heart. I King of heaven, thy precious mind. Do 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 O Lord of my heart, near thee all else to me, save that thou art. Thou and thou only day or night. It's hard to figure out all these. King of being, thy precious King of heaven, thy nature rejoice. The honor how many is there? Oh, maybe that was a little too many. wait, I must have gone further than this. Will be my nation, oh ruler of all. Okay, that's a problem here. I'm making some mistakes here apparently. Network for bibliothek. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we have this one first, right? Okay, we have Henrik, Nagai, and Jacob, yeah, and MS. No, HM. Let's have this one. I think it went a little, you know. We have Birgit, MSH, yeah. Birgit, and Johan, yeah. And Bibliothek Uni, yeah. Whoa, Rand, Lord of my heart. We also have one more here. To be saved that thou art, thou my soul, NBL.com, yeah. Bibliothek katolsk.dk. Teologi, DB, just not easy with this. BL Diakonskolen, Interchurch, that sounds bad. But anyway, we have the Interchurch and the BL Interchurch. Thou my delight, thou and thou. That's your key and hat, we actually, and then yeah, and we have Tipa, apparently Tipa, that should actually. omkring satans ivrig i satans specialsoldater, også kendt som jesuiterne. Og fandt en, ramlede ind i en Council of Trent Council. Rådet. Trent Council baggrund. Of the Heavenly Father, safely in His bosom gather.
Nestling bird nor star in heaven, such a refuge ere was given. God is own doth tend and nourish, in His holy course they flourish. From all evil things He spares them, in His mighty
let's just change the name.
Neither life nor death shall ever from the Lord His children sever. Unto them His grace is showing, and their
It was the age of humanism, the Renaissance.
How He giveth or He taketh, God His children ne'er forsaken. Is the loving heart sorry to preserve them pure and holy. Though their very hairs in numbers, and no daily care encumbers,
It was the age
share His
church in Germany
sing, and His helping walls
They
distress.
were very, very carefully trained. Obviously.
Praise the Lord in joyful numbers, your protector never slumbers. Let the will of your defenders every foeman surrender.
the tone for eating up Protestantism over the next 400 years. The Jesuits were in place, the Pope sent them there as advisors. Setting up agendas, influencing decisions, the Jesuits made their presence felt.
Two men who were sent as theological advisors to the bishops by St. Ignatius
Children
with the
of
Pope's
the
clemency. These two men,
safely
Just
His
Sullivan, had
listening
considerable influence.
storm in
They had
heaven,
influence because
such
the
a
real letter
share was
graduates of the University of Paris. They had studied patristic theology. They knew the writings of the early fathers of the church, and they were strong opponents of the Lutheran version of Christianity.
Why is it actually not copying it with oh, there we go.
Christ be with me and within me, Christ behind me and before, Christ beside me and to win me, Christ to comfort and restore.
Hvis
Christ beneath me and above me, Christ in quiet and in danger, Christ in hearts of all that love me, Christ in love the friend and stranger. Christ be with me and within me, Christ behind me and before, Christ beside me and to win me, Christ to comfort and restore, Christ beneath me and above me, Christ in quiet and in danger, Christ in hearts of all that love me, Christ in love with friend and stranger. Christ in every heart that's broken, Christ in every joy and pain, Christ in every word that's spoken, Christ in sun, wind, and rain, Christ in resting and in rising, Christ the Lord of all my life, Christ to guide me and to shield me, Christ protecting me in strife. Christ be with me and within me, Christ behind me and before, Christ beside me and to win me, Christ to comfort and restore, Christ beneath me and above me, Christ in quiet and in danger, Christ in hearts of all that love me, Christ in love, the friend and stranger.
Tak for tiden. Tak for tiden.
My name is Dmitri. I was born a Russian man. I was a factory worker until 1960, and I started teaching the Bible to my two little boys. That's when the journey began. Well, our house became a church, and the Sunday school grew. Had 150 before we knew it, but the KGB didn't want got around. 17 years they locked me up 1,000 miles away. This is my heart song, and I will stand and sing, for I am the son of the living King. So when the fight comes, I'll be rejoicing. Yeah, even when I suffer, I'll be singing. Jesus is alive. Jesus is alive. Despite 1,500 prisoners, criminal to the core, who laugh and curse and bang their cups and try to drown me out. Like clockwork every morning, with the rising of the sun, I stand and raise my hands and sing my heart song up to God. You hear me, God? This is my heart
So, then it's sent. I think it's sent to. Well, I guess I already have some that. No, actually, yeah, that's one that. This is a mail system at mail host. Well, I'm sorry to have to inform you that your message could not be delivered. So that's. I don't know how many fails. Find a recipient. LRBKM host protection Outlook set. Recipient address rejected. Access denied. Interesting. But anyway, we get censored on so many levels. Return path received from blah 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 received blah 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 from. At least I got one.
It's getting late and Santa's coming soon. So off he went to try to sleep alone in his bedroom.
I don't know, apparently.
Welcome to the dark side, son, and happy Halloween.
Well, at least I got one reply back this year.
And
Forward.
you'll soon see what I mean. I'll dress you as a vampire, and we'll have lots of fun, begging door to door with demons, because I love you, son.
I will just send it to
Do you
them.
love me, Santa Father?
I wonder how many, it's just deliver a report. This is a mail system and host mail, blah 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 blah. I'm sorry to have to inform you that your message could not be delivered to one or more recipients. It's attached below. For further assistance, please send mail to postmaster. If you do so, please include this problem report. You can delete your own text from the attached return message. Mail system. So it just seems to be one that rejects my delivery, I guess.
I put your tooth under your pillow, and tonight while you're asleep.
So I guess all the rest must have gotten the message. I should have put my own website in so I could actually check that it was working or some kind of other. Anyway, we'll see.
Dad, they're teaching evolution, and they said that only fools would believe in a creator who designed all that we see. That's right, my son, I believe that's true, so I don't disagree. Son, we all evolved from nothing, and to nothing we will go. When we die, we disappear, and I believe that's so. So don't you worry anymore about your destiny. You know that you can trust me, son, so put your faith in me. Where have you been, the father said to his pride and joy one day. Dad, I went to church with the preacher said, and he taught me how to pray. That's just silly superstition, son, I don't believe in prayer. And I don't believe there is a God, so stay away from there. Where have you been, the father said to his son now in his teens. Dad, I stayed behind at school today with my best friend Jimmy Dean. Don't lie to me, his father said, your teacher called today. You weren't in school, so where were you, and what have you to say? You know how much I hate it when you lie to me, my son. I've told you this so many times, but you still think it's fun.
Yeah, that was
Now
pretty
you're
good.
grounded for another week because you broke my rules. But don't think that I don't love you, son, or take me for a fool. Do you love me, said the father, when his son became a man? I love you, Dad, please don't get mad, but I don't understand. You've lied to me since I was born, and it's because of you that I don't have faith in anything, and I don't know what to do. You said there was a Santa Claus and an Easter Bunny too, and because I love you very much, I
should probably have just checked my message just a little.
Exist when I was just a youth. And if you really love me, Dad, you should have told the truth. Now the Bible says the devil is the father of all lies, and he rules the world with vengeance, seeking only to destroy all of God's creation, including you and me. But he has been defeated by the Lamb on Calvary. Do you love me, said the Savior, as he hung there on that tree. I love you, son, his father said, and it breaks my heart to see what the father of all lies has done in causing.
I don't know if anyone is going to write back,
Through
but
your blood and by my grace, mankind will live again. Now the Bible says to teach your child the way that he should go, and he will not depart from it. When he is old, I know, as parents we're responsible to teach them of God's ways, and we'll be held accountable for what we do and say. So ask yourself this question,
well,
is what I said
could be worse, right?
and please don't think
Yeah,
I'm
out of the
throwing
taste.
stones, for I'm a lot like you. I'm guilty of the charges that the devil laid on me. But by the grace of Yahweh, I'm forgiven and set free.
Oh.
Now the moral of this story is for moms and daddies too. If you want your child to grow in grace, then here's what you must do. Don't raise them up believing in the devil's fantasy. You must raise them up believing that the truth will set them free. If you raise them up believing the truth will set them free.
No.
Love Columbus. Well, most of us in this room have been doing what we've been doing for a long time. I know I'm just about to enter my third decade making music. You know, the funny thing is, it's the same simple message of hope. It doesn't change. I mean, we get older and maybe deal with different things, but the message of the hope of Jesus is so simple and timeless. Welcome. El Shaddai, El
No. Yeah, after you take some time to chew the time. No, yes, it's nice that you can actually do it, you know. That's a way to get some thyme into your... Yeah, I have some meat I want to try to mix it together with the meat. You should probably be able to, you know, the question is it tasting good enough to eat the meat, right? You know. Well, that's a good question. Well, how the meat is the meat going to taste of thyme? Of course, will have some thyme. And what? Ja. Ja, det er så.
Det er Mads Palsvig. I morgen, onsdag den 9. marts kl. 13.15, skal jeg i byretten. Det er tredje gang, at vi forsøger at gennemføre den retssag.
Okay.
Det drejer sig om to episoder. Den ene var en demonstration, og den anden var et politisk møde. Ved begge lejligheder bryder politiet loven. Love. Pudsigt nok er det mig, der blev anklaget for ord, der har kaldt politiet. Politiet har under den her pandemi systematisk ageret håndlangere for internationale superrige ejere af de multinationale selskaber. De er kommet og chikaneret os, vores grundlovssikrede rettigheder, såsom for eksempel at afholde politiske møder. Vi gjorde det for eksempel i november 2020, hvor vi havde internationale gæster, hvor politiet kom flere gange om hver aften og i løbet af dagen og prøvede at sige, at vi fortsat selvfølgelig.
Try Fauci. Joe Biden. I got president. Canada. Which one is? What is it called? Trudy. Trudy. Let me know. Maybe we can. I have a video. I don't know if it's still. Do I still have it? I one slide. Yeah. I guess it might be a good idea to them.
Have you ever wondered?
I start the video while I have multiple. Or maybe I deleted the video while I was multiple. That's still cool, right? Yeah.
And US.
Well, that's one of the videos where it was just showing one after another of these people. But, you know, for me, it doesn't really.
Family seat of power to Washington, D.C. This family is one of the most powerful families on earth today. The Farnese family built their Pentagon.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe I should have kept that video in regards to all these different, you know. Maybe it was a pretty good video, showing these different. Well, I think I still have some information on people But yeah, it just show a lot of different, and clearly this is what he wants, you know. Anyway, I got another from a US video. Well, I think I deleted it as well in my notation, right? That's not even going to help. Of course, I probably have recorded it. It's okay, you know. And why use scum when you can just use time, right? Huh. Very interesting. Wonder how much time I can eat, you know, without any problems. Well, without, of course, getting somewhat affected. I did have some, you know, fluids come out of me before going, you know, in regards to the nose. I'm not sure if it was the time or maybe a combination of these different things. Anyway, I'm very sad that I actually, yeah, well, it is what it is. It wasn't really totally, but it was showing these different players in, you know, working for the Roman World Empire, right? Yeah, whatever. You know, Donald Trump is a shill for the New World Order, Vatican Jesuits, yeah, well. Yeah, you know, it's incredible how people can be so blind still, right? You know, oh, it's the Jews, right? Now the Jews have just been put in position so you can scapegoat them. It's like, it's incredible. Who did the Protestant protest? You know, it's just
24/7.
Yeah, it's just insane.
This is 24/7 World Radio.
Eric Phelps.
Good morning and welcome to the Wednesday, June 9th, 2010 edition of...
Too bad. Why did I? That might not have been a good move. Of course, I should have a backup, but I just don't know what video it would be. Right? And that would like be a video that you could just give it to a person, right? What could it be? 100 and something is going to be hard to find it again, right? It should be here, one of these videos. Maybe it wasn't, you know, such a bad idea to actually have one, but I would have thought that. I think I did have it other places. Anyway.
Egypt, it goes back to ISIS.
The Black Pope.
I guess there's a lot of good stuff. The problem is to sort it out, right? understand what you need to keep and what you not need to keep, right?
That these men are working.
Welcome. So,
John Brett.
as we
What could it possibly be? Trying to figure out how do I. Well, I probably could see one of my older videos, and I think I will take time again. I should come some videos up, that has.
after more than 20
Yeah, it would be nice to be, showing all these different Jesuits
Hey YouTube.
and workers of. Just to, I guess someone should make like a thing in regards of it, like a whole, like they do to the Jews, Like, oh, see this Jews.
Conversed with each end of the quote. This is
That's Jörg. I don't know about, I already have,
Hi.
all roads leads to Rome, homageofreason.com.
Manifestations of these evil.
Oh yeah, I was listening to something, right? Was that Daryl I was listening to?
Welcome, this is Brother John Phelps with you today with Biblical Truth in History and Prophecy on this beautiful 29th of May, 2008. I have my friend and dear brother Daryl Everhart calling in today. Having given you the number there, shot at far live, so I'm looking forward to his call. Before we begin, we thank the Lord. Father, we thank you for this day, for this beautiful day, and we pray that what is done will be edifying to thee and thy Son, in Jesus' name. Amen. A particular verse, and we'll get right to our interview. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 12. If a ruler hearken to lies, all of his servants are wicked. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. And I'm thinking of Mr. McFarland, who came out yesterday, and evidently he's come out with a book, and told of all the terrible things that have happened in the Bush administration that he knows of, and that he was even a part of.
Darrow.
So
Darrow.
we have to be thankful that this gentleman came out and said this, and maybe others would do the same, that when we begin to do righteousness, and in government and in their private life. So, if a ruler doesn't hearken to lies, then his servants will do right. It's very simple. It's black and white. Well, today I have with me Daryl Everhart, and we're going to discuss one of our presidents, Abraham Lincoln, and how when he sought to prevent the creation of 14th Amendment America, the Jesuits assassinated him.
No.
So, Daryl, welcome today.
And I'm so glad to be on with you again, Eric. It's an honor and a privilege. And as I said before, I consider you the resident expert on the Jesuit order. You're the one that got me started when I got a hold of your book that was published in 2000, a privilege. And as I said before, I consider you the resident expert on the Jesuit order. You're the one that got me started when I got a hold of your book that was published in 2001, Vatican Assassins. And I'd like to let the listeners know to please sometime during the first break to grab a pencil or pen and some paper, because I'd like to tell you how not only to get Eric's CD-ROM, which is very important that you get, but also I have 3 books here that I'd like to recommend. It won't take very long to do, because one's just a phone number, one's just a website, the other one I'll have
pretty good, this time thing is pretty, it's pretty cool, you can, it's actually pretty nice. Yeah, it's just, I can eat this pretty easily. It's absolutely a way to just have some fun with your mouth, doing something, right? And then it takes some time to really, of course you could just swallow it, right? But then chew it up a little, and little by little it will, thyme. And it doesn't seem to be that strong, At least compared to the oil, Anyway, and then we'll get through the whole system, right? Now it'll be interesting to try some meat with it and see how that works. How much you could use in the meat to, without distorting the meat in a negative way. Anyway, what else need to what's the, oh yeah, that was a problem in regards to the portable, in regards to the hotel mail thing here. Well, yeah, that pretty much is. Yep. Oh yeah, maybe he wants those pictures, Let me give him the pictures here. Don't know if he understands them. There you go. Done. Alright, so apparently someone needs to...
Ytringsfrihed intet at komme efter. Dog ikke lejligheder og ejendom i de 3 største byer.
That was actually pretty good. I could actually, this thyme thing, I could actually... I have the Black General.
And I think this is...
And he actually interviewed, this is a
Hi, I'm Ashley McKinless, an executive editor at American Media and a host of the Jesuitical podcast. You're about to watch a
Jesuitical podcast. And they have the General, the stinking shadow poop,
conversation with Father
black poop.
Arturo Sosa, the Superior General of the Society of
Superior General. Okay.
For more videos like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And to learn more about the Ignatian Year, visit AmericanMagazine.org. Joining us from Rome is Father Arturo Sosa, the Superior General of the Society of Jesus.
And he talks about this, who's really in control and all that. And he actually talks about that the Pope is the head and we are the neck, That's the first beast and the second beast, okay? The second beast makes the whole world worship the first beast, It's not that hard.
Welcome to the podcast.
Well, maybe it takes some time to get into the things, right? Because there's so much misinformation, but, when it's easier to keep hold on. And that's why we need to teach our children the truth. Because it's much harder to find the truth again, than actually when you know the truth and then just keep on it,
Sosa.
Hello, how are you?
Very well. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Looks like a sweet old man, right?
Time to talk to us today. I know you have...
Well, he's representing the false prophet.
A busy week.
He is the general,
And in fact, we're meeting with Pope Francis just a couple days ago. Is that right?
That's right. I'm very well informed.
The picture was on Twitter, and it looked like...
On Twitter. Faker Sousa's new book, Walking with Ignatius, to be released by Loyola Press on May 11th. Jesuits Global.
Okay, we're having fun. But so we do have to ask, since you are the Superior General of the Jesuits and Pope Francis is our first Jesuit Pope, who's in charge between the two of you? Do you report to him or does he report to you?
He is the Pope. Pope. So it's very clear.
But he's still a Jesuit.
Every Jesuit reports to the Pope. And it is maybe to explain that when a Jesuit becomes a bishop, the obedience is not anymore for the superiors of the society. No, the bishop depends on the Pope, and the Pope depends on himself, on the Spirit. So, because as you maybe remember, Ignatius de Loyola used to call the Pope the Vicar of Christ in earth. So he's the Pope.
From the horse's mouth.
So I come to him.
Just, fulfilling scripture, first beast, second beast makes the whole world worship the first beast, beast of number 666. The Pope! The white Pope.
What is it like to sit down and chat with them? Do you guys have a good relationship?
No, it's a very fraternal and respectful relationship.
Fraternal?
Pope Francis.
Fraternal. So, when people say the white Pope is the black Pope, it's just, I don't know, where do they get this from, And it doesn't make any sense anyway, and why should they even, there seems to be misinformation. Fraternal, all for like brothers. I read another article in regards to where they were meeting and doing the Jesuitical,
Knows very well the society of Jesus.
what do you call it, welcome, Paul?
And of course, knows how Jesuit can help him, and he knows what to ask to the society and which persons can be missing for his projects. So he asks also very specific help and very specific persons to do it. And in a very fraternal way, we know each other's many years ago, but he's older than me, so it's a relationship that has been grown differently in different moments of my life.
So you said the Pope is the Pope, he's the vicar of Christ on earth.
No, the vicar of Christ on earth is the Holy Spirit. That's what Christ said. I will send you another, right? I won't I won't leave you fatherless or, and who was that? The Spirit inside the children of God to lead and be instructed. Not the Antichrist, but God.
Who is the Superior General?
God in the children, by the Holy Spirit.
What is your job, and how would you describe it?
Well, I describe it as the neck.
Yeah, so the Pope is the head, and the Jesuits are the neck. You can have the rest of the body, right?
Of a body. You know that Ignatius and St. Paul's.
There we go with all the Ignatius bullshit, right? That's that first. He just been sainted. I don't want to saint a guy like that. Oh, he's a saint. What are you talking about? Oh. You can pray to Ignatius. Oh, what other garbage,
Love to use the image of the body for the church and for the society of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel I am the neck of a body that when the head is Jesus Christ. That is the head.
Oh, he's Jesus Christ. Huh? Huh?
Head is Jesus Christ. That
The head is Jesus Christ. Uh-huh.
is the head.
That will be the poop, right?
And the superior general is the one who
No, the superior general is the one down here, right? That's the neck, right? Do you have?
who tries to assure
You read, because Jesus Christ would be the head, right? We're talking about Jesus Christ in the heavens, not in regard to the white stinking poop, right?
connection between the body
It's very slippery,
and its head, that is Christ. And that's like us.
And what does he mean with Jesus Christ, the poop?
The neck to be the communication between the society of Jesus and the head Jesus Christ.
What are your
And who is that? Yeah.
favorite and least favorite parts of this job?
A big part of it.
It's very deceptive, It's just deceptive. False prophet speaking like a dragon, right? Looks Christian but speaks like a dragon, wolves in sheep clothing.
Universal intercultural body that is so alive. So the contact with the different members of the body is my favorite part of the.
I can feel I'm probably somewhat affected by the thyme, eating a lot of it. But it's not that bad, and it can be done. I can actually sit and chew it like this. That's great, huh? I recall those people that don't never get diabetes. They were chewing on olive leaves. I don't think they were eating them, although I'm not sure if they couldn't be eaten, But they were chewing on olive leaves. That would be wonderful to try that out as well. They might have some antifungal thing as well. Yeah, I think that actually olives are antifungal, if I recall correctly. And we actually had olive trees in Jerusalem. I could have tried it there, but
Of my task, no.
sadly didn't.
Visits in place are a privileged moment, but also the communication.
I also have a video somewhere in regards to him talking about the agenda. What is it called? 29? I can't even remember what it's called at the moment. My brain is just hit.
Through other means.
I know what it's called, but I just agenda what? Agenda what? 21, that's true. Oh well. It talks about the Agenda 21 in regards to the UN, and it talks about how they're sitting in on the UN and all that. Somewhere, I have it somewhere. We have more information of. I don't know why I'm still at this, thing.
Meetings in Rome, letters,
I don't know.
those emails, Zoom meetings that have multiplied in this pandemic year. But because that, as I said before, being an egg, I'm always in contact with the whole part of the body, and I think it's really amazing how.
Oh, someone liked my message in regards to try. Someone asking, can you give me names of some of these people then? Because I point to CNN, President Suga, NBC, Oppenheimer, Facebook, Zuckerberg, YouTube, Wojcicki, 7-9 of the last Federal Reserve members have Jewish last names. Can you provide any evidence that these people are Roman Jesuits? I provide you a lot of evidence of these people are Jewish. Well, again, who are they working for? Why, Anyway, try Fauci, Joe Biden, Trudy. That should get you started on people working for the Roman world order, as it is everywhere. The last beast of the Bible is not Jewish. It is Roman. And thereby, if you trust the Bible, then you know that those Jews in high positions is only there working for Rome and being used as a scapegoat to deflect blame on the Jesuits, or from the Jesuits. I think it's probably pretty good.
Every day have a surprise.
And I think about these Jesuits, huge education, these clever people, or, educated people, but using it for the devil.
Sometimes very positive, sometimes not so positive, sometimes very negative. But all you have no.
And we also see this Roman Catholic documentary in regards to how they actually, this whole period that comes in Europe is apparently they're doing in regards to sophistication, and
no time to be.
yeah.
You.
I don't like to actually, see these people, it just feels dark, We have Greg Anthony Szymanski talking about things when he was also raised a Roman Catholic. Doc Batchelor, The Truth About Pope Francis and the Jesuit Order.
Peter chapter 1, verse 12. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 12. Therefore I will not be negligent to remind you always of these things, though you know and are established in the present.
There's so many hours to look into, and I guess I'm worn down in regards to these things. We also have Daniel, the Protestant interpretation from Richard Story. I don't know if he gets that right. Probably gets it right, hopefully. And I haven't checked it out. But sometimes it's just better to just listen to the Bible instead of using time on second-hand sources in some sense. But of course, you can pick up some good things as well, but with other have researched and found out, right? But yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's an old tip. Blah 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 blah. Here we go. It is from the horse's mouth as well. No, yeah, Jesuit Global, from their own channel, the Jesuit Society. A Jesuit Ignatian participation in the high-level forum of the United Nations.
Estimados amigos y amigas, el próximo martes 9 de julio dará comienzo en Nueva York.
Well, I need to set subtitles on. Apparently that's not so some.
Estimados amigos y amigas, el próximo martes 9 de
See if
julio
that's coming
dará
any.
comienzo
Should
en
be
Nueva York.
subtitles. As far as last time it did make subtitles.
Estimados amigos y amigas,
What's the
el
subtitles?
próximo martes 9 de julio dará comienzo en Nueva York el Foro Político de Alto Nivel sobre Desarrollo Sostenible. Es el mejor mecanismo creado por Naciones Unidas para dar seguimiento y evaluar los avances
I don't know why, but
de los objetivos del desarrollo sostenible.
apparently the subtitles are not coming on. I was talking about the Agenda 21 and all that, if I recall correctly. But I'll try again and see underlined, yeah. Let's see if they come up.
Estimados amigos y amigas, el próximo martes 9 de julio
So, dear friends, on Tuesday, the 9th July, the high-level political forum
comienzo en Nueva York.
on sustainable development will begin in
Foro
New York.
Político de Alto Nivel sobre Desarrollo Sostenible. Es el mejor
It is the best mechanism created by the United Nations to monitor
mecanismo creado por Naciones Unidas para dar seguimiento y evaluarlo.
and it is interesting how he stands with his hands like this. No, he's this like this. I don't know why would any he's having them. Yeah, I know.
Los avances en el cumplimiento de los objetivos del desarrollo sostenible. Recordamos cómo
We recall how in
en el año
2015
2015 la comunidad internacional
the international community signed up to Sustainable Development Goals. I wonder where they coming from.
suscribió los objetivos de
Who is
desarrollo
promoting world, Romanism?
que junto con el
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that video also, the video I deleted also talked about the guy in the UN, right, as well. Might not have been the best thing to delete that video. Yeah.
Acuerdo de financiación y el Acuerdo de París de lucha contra el cambio
And to
climático.
combat climate change, formed the 2013 agenda. Okay. Try again. Together with the financing agreement and the Paris Agreement
De lucha contra
to combat climate change, form the 2013 agenda.
el cambio climático forman la Agenda 2030. Esta
This is
es
the road that the
es la hoja de
international
ruta
community, the
que
international
debería cumplir la comunidad
should follow to achieve
internacional
sustainable
para
development
alcanzar el desarrollo sostenible en todos los países
in all countries of the world by that date.
del mundo para dicha fecha.
Now, of course, we also see all this green thing and all that. We saw the European Union people getting information from the Vatican. Anyway, the pyramid system. There are 17 sustainable development goals with 169 targets.
Los objetivos de desarrollo sostenible son 17, con 169
Yeah, he knows a lot about it. Maybe they formed it,
metas.
to look like the good guys while they're destroying us on other levels. To just look at, hey, we are the good guys, we're promoting the good stuff, right? They refer to the multiplicity of aspects such as food, health, education.
Se ref-
You mean like the medical mafia, the Inquisition of Rome?
Tienen a una multiplicidad de aspectos
Sophisticated Inquisition.
como la alimentación,
They refer to multiplicity of aspects such as food, health, education,
la salud, la educación, el
empowerment of women, decent work, institution of alliances. Well,
empoderamiento de las mujeres,
we want to corrupt our women, well, I guess they're already corrupted, right, with all the feminism around.
el trabajo decente, las instituciones o las alianzas y por
And of
supuesto
course to care for the environment.
al cuidado del medio ambiente. Son objetivos
And the objectives or rather rights relevant to the lives of individuals and communities.
relevantes para la vida de las personas y comunidades, sobre todo
Especially those suffering from poverty and exclusion.
de aquellas que sufren la pobreza y la exclusión. En palabras de la
In the words of the international community, this program is about leaving no one behind.
comunidad internacional, se trata con este programa de no dejar a nadie atrás. Este es un evento importante para la compañía de Jesús.
This is an important event for the Society of Jesus. First, because we have a lot of experience of
Primero,
working,
porque tenemos una dilatada experiencia de trabajo
working
todos
in
estos
all these fields in numerous places in the world,
ámbitos, en numerosos lugares en el mundo, acompañando
accompanying excluded persons and
a las
communities,
personas y comunidades excluidas, trabajando por la justicia.
working for justice and reconciliation. How you destroy like how you destroyed Protestantism,
Dice la reconciliación
Christians burning them at the stake,
y por el cuidado
and of the care of our common home.
de nuestra casa común. Estos temas, ¿no?
These themes have been confirmed in the recent Universal Apostolic Preferences.
se han visto confirmados
Universal. I wonder if he's going to use the word Catholic.
en las recientes preferencias apostólicas universales.
What did he? Did he just use the word Catholica?
Apostólicas universales
Catholica Universal. Wow.
que hemos recibido
Apparently he used the Universal as well. That we received from the Holy Father, so-called holy bullshitter, unholy. Unholy faker, that's the word. That we received from the unholy faker following the path laid out by General Congregation 35, promoting discernment and the spiritual exercises.
del Santo Padre, siguiendo el camino trazado por la
Promoting discernment of what? Clearly not the Antichrist.
Congregación General 35,
Walking with the excluded,
cuando nos animó a establecer vínculos
Journeying with Youth, which encouraged us to establish links in the field of public
en el terreno
advocacy
de la incidencia pública entre el poder político
between political power and those who find it difficult to make their voices heard.
y
You mean how you distinguish all the Catholic voices?
tiene dificultad en hacer oír su
There's no Catholic, no Protestants around speaking anything. Yeah, well, that was interesting. We got some more thyme into my stomach. And the thyme should be needing to travel all along, right? So, and then with some oregano as well into the meat. I wonder in regards to the strength, because, when you put the oregano into the meat, it's probably not so strong. Of course, we have the cayenne pepper, but some garlic, some thing and all that. Yeah. But yeah, the question is, how is the meat going to be, and how much would you need? How much would be? There's a lot of experience, trials in regards to how much can be put in the meat without actually tasting bad, right? And then of course how to cook it on the plate. Well, probably with some coconut oil. Chili that's always a winner in some sense, right? You don't want too much, because when it gets, don't want to have too many toilet problems, right?
voces, construyendo puentes.
Building bridges and offering new forms of understanding. Oh, building bridges, you think Pontifex Maximus, like all these keywords and all that. Anyway, between political power and those who find it difficult to make their voices heard, building bridges and offering new forms of understanding. I wonder if he's using Pontifex.
Puente y ofreciendo nuevas formas de entendimiento. Por eso,
that is why I support this initiative of the Secretariat for Social Justice and Ecology. It's interesting. Actually, I don't know if I actually got my resources back for that mobile, but they were, pushing for social justice, right? Interesting. They couldn't the forum banned me on so many, it's like, and ecologic, okay. It's like, is that like all those stripes that is on our skies and all that? Is that like betterment of our environment?
Apoyo esta iniciativa del Secretariado de Justicia Social y Ecológica.
It'll be interesting when I move from here in regards of looking at, I seem to have a better view, at least out of the beach.
De coordinar
to coordinate the participation of an Ignatian Jesuit delegation in the high-level political forum.
Participación de una delegación jesuita ignaciana en el foro político de alto nivel. Esta delegación
This delegation will attend the debates within the United Nations.
asistirá a los debates.
Yeah, anyway. This delegation will attend the debates within the United Nations and will participate in and organize events. And I'm sure it will be an excellent opportunity to meet with people.
Será una excelente oportunidad para reunirse con personas y organizaciones
organized from all over the world to collaborate between us and with others. Oh yeah, that's also in regards to the security, in regards of the internet, to make it secure, right? Well, they meet up.
Colaborar entre nosotros.
Was that the CIA as well? Catholics in action and all that, right? To make the internet safe, right? We all, we know what that means, right? We're just concerned about your safety, so we'll just take these features away and this feature, and we don't want to give you too much freedom on that and that, and and then all of a sudden everything is taken away. It's hate speech, speaking against that, totally hate speech, right? We can't have that on the platform.
Nosotros y con otros.
And organizing from all over the world to collaborate between us and with others. To raise awareness and to and to political advocate on crucial issues.
conciencia e incidir políticamente sobre temas cruciales. Ocasión
An
para
opportunity to learn about good practices and actions in the areas of climate change. You mean the things that you're doing on the sky with all these disgusting
hacer buenas prácticas y acciones en temas de cambio climático.
oh, the CO2 is so dangerous, right? Just totally natural thing coming out of people's mouth.
Sostenibilidad.
Sustainability, equality and inclusion and quality education for all. Yeah, I guess it's not going to be like education about who the Antichrist is, right? You know? And yeah, probably not. And in regards to the false prophet, right?
Igualdad e
You know, not really biblical education.
inclusión y en educación de calidad para
Or if any biblical, it will be twisted and distorted.
Animo también a los integrantes
I also encourage the members of Ignatius Jesuit delegation
de
to
la
discern,
delegación jesuita ignaciana a discernir de
discern
manera
what?
conjunta
Together with the Holy Spirit, you mean the spirit of error, you know, you're running around with the spirit of error. Together with this, you know, so-called Holy Spirit, invites us to do and what path? Spirit of,
¿A qué nos invita el Espíritu
and
Santo?
what path?
¿Y cuál es el camino que nos señala
The Spirit directs us to better accompany the most vulnerable people and communities.
para acompañar mejor a las personas y comunidades?
Yeah, well, clearly not of the same spirit, that's for sure, you know, in regards to these Jesuits and the Freemasons, which also, you know, linking it to to the Jesuits in regards to them making a lot of the levels. So, yeah, it's controlled by the Jesuit general
Comunidades más vulnerables en su
in their struggles as to defend their rights and the dignity of their lives.
defensa de sus derechos.
Yeah, well, let's put some more dog noses up in the buttholes, right, of people.
Espero conocer
I hope to hear from you the result of this important experience. Thank you very much.
los resultados de esa importante experiencia. Muchas gracias.
And thank you very much, he says. And then we have the symbol of the Jesuits and some Latin around it. Nomos, whatever. It always has to be Latin, right? You know. With the pagan sun symbol in the middle. Okay, well, anyway, so that's from the channel, the Jesuit Global. I don't know where I can.
Finitude in a way.
I don't. Oh, here we go with the symbol where we talked about. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tassels on one side and the other, like 6 tassels, right? So this must be his, and that's the thing and all that. So he must be right there. It's the color green. I don't know if I would think he would be a bishop or something like
Awareness
that.
is anxiety. But when I become
But anyway, yeah, Bishop Robert Barron. Hey, I got it right. Whatever. But anyway, bullshitters, wolves in sheep clothing, dangerous, dangerous, dangerous devil worshippers. Absolutely the most dangerous thing for any Christian or Roman Catholics, because they're not Christians. Anyway. Oh, they're not Christians? No, Roman Catholics are not Christians. They're devil worshippers. Oh, yeah.
Always can have a surprise. Every paper that comes to my desk, I say, let's see what happens here.
What are the more challenging parts of your job that people might not know about?
It's not easy to find what is the least favorite. Maybe
Challenging parts of your job.
see what happens here.
Go a little back.
Amazing how you every day have a surprise. Sometimes very positive, sometimes not so positive, sometimes very negative. But you have no time to be. You always can have a surprise. Every paper that comes to my desk, I say, let's see what happens here.
What are the more challenging parts of your job that people might not know about?
it's not easy to find what is the least favorite. You know, maybe feeling lack of time and energy.
That makes sense.
All the challenge that the body of the society has today, looking forward to contribute in shaping a new world based in reconciliation and justice. No, I feel that I need more time and more energy and more creativity in my own job.
That makes a lot of sense.
So the podcast that I host is called Jesuitical, and we always say we're not Jesuits, but we work with them. So as Colleen and I are lay people who work for a Jesuit apostolate, are you technically our boss? Are we like the pinky toe of this body that you're in charge of?
I like that. Be one who inspires your work, helps to find the sense of what you are doing and living when you share the same mission.
Well, you mentioned that you will hope to inspire us in our mission, so let's talk a little bit about that mission. Right now we are in the Ignatian year, which is a celebration of the 500th anniversary of the cannonball injury that St. Ignatius experienced while he was defending.
500 years of, 500 years. Yeah, there we go with the, when the Counter-Reformation, I guess, comes around.
In Pamplona. And, we all know this story. It was a pivotal moment in his life. He was on bed rest. He began his conversion process then. Why is it important?
This is the video from 2021, yeah. I guess we're closing because he gets his, that's 1540, he gets his acceptance of his order from the first beast. Although Alberto Rivera talked about 1541, but as far as I know, it's 1540. Or maybe Alberto was talking about something else, but usually it's 1540 that it is accepted with the day that he gets his power from the first beast.
For the Jesuits to return to that moment of conversion in Ignatius's life. What does it teach us today?
It teaches, don't follow the devil! Keep away from this bullshit!
Well, we do not return to, we are not going back.
Okay.
Make memory of a special moment that actually opens a new path for the life of a man, Ignatius of Loyola. A moment that led him to found the Society of Jesus. A body is still alive that can learn a lot of his process. That's why we are remembering that, because we can still learn a lot from Ignatius' process. A very important teaching is that finding Jesus in our life, we can experience styles of living we cannot even imagine by ourselves. And that's what happened to Ignatius. Ignatius never imagined what his life became after the personal encounter with Christ. If we open ourselves to deepen our relationship with Jesus, and things will become new to our eyes, and new dimensions of our life vision will be renewed in a way we cannot plan or even imagine. That's why we, in this
Meeting the devil.
year, we don't talk about Ignatius. We talk about how we can see all things new, think from the point of view of Christ. That's what Ignatius learned in his own process.
Just put the stand of Jesus Christ on paganism.
Well, I certainly...
And so-called Mary, Queen of the Heavens. Pagan bullshit.
I never imagined I would host a podcast, much less talk to the head of the Jesuits. So Ignatius was right about that. And so you say we need to learn to see again, and the Jesuits have put out priorities for the next 10 years about how they're going to approach their ministry, and they focus on spiritual exercises and discernment.
Yeah, spiritual exercises. Pagan bullshit.
Walking with the marginalized, accompanying young people, and caring for creation. So I'm wondering, you know, as I said before, we're not Jesuits, but we work with them. So what do these priorities mean for people like us, lay people who are involved in a Jesuit ministry or maybe work with students at a Jesuit school? What do you hope these
Det er noget, jeg skulle nok lige have kørt igennem, lige læst brevet igennem, inden jeg sendte den ud til folk, altså. Jeg håber folk, de kan forstå, fordi det er som om, at jo mere vi lærer, at man bliver, jo sværere er det for at få folk at forstå, hvis man laver fejl, altså. Ikke? Fordi så kan folk bare, vi lærer det mennesker, kan bare ikke tænke selv, altså. Ja, de kan ikke, okay, han mener nok det her, ikke, altså.
priorities inspire and
Ja,
offer?
vi kan ikke sætte brækkerne ind, hvis der mangler nogle brækker. Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't talk strictly about priorities. We talk about preference.
Ja, meget spændende at se om ja.
The Jesuits were
Det
seen
virker.
as enemies of the Protestants. The Council of Trent, being so strongly opposed to criticism from the Reformers, was thought to be overprotective of the Catholic Church. So the Jesuits were seen even as creatures of Satan, demonic spew in the guise of priests. Yes, they were very
We were actually seen as the second beast. They were very interesting.
much feared by the Reformers.
They feared them because they were so successful. You see, you have to remember that in the mid-16th century, it was a matter of some doubt, and certainly in the minds of most Protestants, as to whether the Catholic Church could survive at all. The Reformation had been very successful in many parts of the world. They felt they were the wave of the future. What the Jesuits did was to not only, as it were, draw a line and say, below that line, I'm talking geographically in Europe,
Yeah, they just slaughtered and butchered people, right?
no Protestants shall pass. But they actually went on to the counter-offensive. And as a result of their activities,
Yeah, why would they stop God's word, you know? If they were Christians.
both during the second half of the 16th century in the first place, when they were consolidating Catholic power in Italy and Spain, and to some extent in France. That was the first phase. But then in the second,
Yeah, just so easy. Just kill the Christians, and we'll just keep our devilish, wicked religion, right? Anyway.
Some preferences that, because we are not making a kind of hierarchy between different kinds of apostolates, no? We are trying to have a kind of orientations for all what we do in all apostolates that are so different in the society, and continuing with the image of the body. I used to compare the apostolic preferences with a hand that is connected with the body through the wrist, and the wrist is moved by the head, no? The Holy Spirit, Jesus. And the hand needs 5 fingers. To work well, you need the 5 fingers. So we have 4 apostolic preferences.
They're eating up these girls, you know? They're just totally eating it up.
You just mentioned it. And we have another one, no? That is this one, is the collaboration. Because we are not alone. The Society of Jesus is not the only group that is working in many other things. So we need to collaborate, and we need these 4 special preferences in every action, every community, every apostolic work, everything we do. And that's why we can move like a good hand that can have all the complexity of movements of a hand.
Now, one of those important.
It's incredible that there can still be Catholics around, right? all the information in our days that is available via the internet, you can't even keep it away. You know, they can try to censor this and that, right? But you should be able to get around some of the things and get in touch with
Or
the truth.
areas of collaboration that I know the Jesuits are looking at right now is collaboration with women, right? In various areas of your work. And on International Women's Day in March, you announced the creation
And promoting homosexual bullshit, right?
of this new
Sodomy.
commission on the role and responsibilities of women in this.
You know, have one thing, you know, they're telling the Catholics to do one thing, and then others, you know, like the Protestants, hey, kill your children, right? No, they're not the Catholics, you know. You want more Catholic babies, right? But no more Protestants.
Phase during the third.
Society of Jesus. So what does the society hope
You
to
have a picture of him with Latin things, and then in the middle the sun bullshit.
accomplish in terms of looking for new forms of collaboration with women?
Oh, we collaborate with women, sharing the mission in many, many ways. And my hope is to deepen in all kinds of collaboration.
Wow, I really feel
don't
like
have the number.
green, you know. No, just give me anything. I feel like I'm green, you know, tasting green. It's like I'm getting. I wonder how much you could actually eat of this. It's incredible.
Those in my hands, but I think the
Wow.
majority of the people who is sharing the mission with the Jesuits in this moment are women. If we took any
Oh, I remember what was that? That was Ustashi with the nuns following, right? Catholics, murderers. Not only murderers in the physical, but murderers of souls. That's Roman Catholicism. It's death. Thinking death.
the biggest known area of apostolate that is education.
It's the devil's masterpiece. Saying they're Christians while they're pagans. Satanists.
There are thousands,
And they hate Christians.
maybe millions of women working together.
And we'll try everything to get you on the side of the devil.
In all institutions that the
And worship him.
Jesuits can run in this moment. So even in universities, even in the parishes, social centers, the presence of women in our apostolic life is really a huge presence, a very important presence. And as Jesuits, we need to listen better to the voice of women with whom we work together. We need to be conscious of the process we are already living and take advantage in the best possible way. So that's the idea of the commission that has been created some weeks ago. Has been appointed to help me and the whole body of the society in this process of better hearing the voices of the women and to deepen the collaboration among us.
Yeah. What would you like to say to those women that you're seeking deeper collaboration with? We have
One guess, you know, this image in regards of a second beast. You know, I guess it could be a little bit you know, but you know, two horns and spewing out no biases, Jesuit no biases, I think it's called in regards to that. Yeah, anyway.
you know, some women who listen to these podcasts who work in Jesuit apostolates. Is there a special message that you would like for them to hear, especially in this Ignatian year?
Well, I hope they are able to help us.
I know another one. I am making a thumbs up. The last beast of the Bible is not Jewish. It is Roman, and thereby if you trust the Bible, then you know that those Jews in high positions is only there working for Rome and being used as a scapegoat to deflect blame on the Jesuits. Yep. Who can speak about against that? You know, only if you're Roman Catholic bullshitter.
And all the
Well, I hope there's a lot of Catholics on this platform.
to be sensible to those dimensions.
If they want to give me the freedom of speech, you know, on the platform, besides all all the Catholics that already have banned me, but hey, you know, I guess I had the fun I had on the platform. Many of the people have banned me, so makes it a little less fun. So.
Of life that maybe we are not always in the first place putting in.
And there's a thing with the name nonsense as well. Oh my, this timian. I wonder what it does when you eat so much. And it will, you know, in regards to digestion, you know, I wonder how that will actually.
In our face. I mean, I think that the women's sensitivity is very important to understand women's sensibility to those dimensions.
Is that a word or is sensibility? I think he's correcting himself.
In the first place, putting in our face. I mean, I think that the women's sensitivity is very important to understand better the work we are working on, and also the better way.
Sensibility.
We have synthesized our vision in the world reconciliation, and this is one of the biggest abilities of women to contribute to reconciliation. You can also fight, but also you also can help to reconcile. So we hope that the reconciliation can gain a lot of possibilities with the contribution of women in our mission.
Got it. Well, if you need some women collaborators to talk to, we're always available. I want to ask you about Pope Francis again. I've heard that he has a nickname for you, and I'm wondering how that started.
Well, I don't know if he has a nickname for me. He doesn't refer to me with a nickname, but maybe was what something that happened in my first encounter with him as a pope. In Rome. That was in September 2014. After so many years, maybe 20 years that we have not seen together. Since that last time we met, and at that moment he said, I know you since you were a foal. That's the expression that some Jesuits that was around there took, and it's not a nickname, it's only a way of saying I know you so
Got it.
Sticking with Pope Francis, there's a narrative around him and his papacy that he's a radical reformer, and among his things.
Oh yeah. Maybe I've eaten a little too much of this timian. Hey, we'll see. Wow. I is said to actually be pretty good for lots of things. You know, timian. So who knows? We'll see.
And this can sometimes lead to disappointment if they think he's not changing things fast enough or going far enough. And among his critics who are worried that he might be doing radical changes that go against the church tradition.
Wow. I'm pretty hot. Maybe it's killing a lot of things or something like that. Wow, interesting. Well, seemingly doing something. I feel like it's not that I'm feeling bad actually. I'm just feeling. Sometimes the essential oil doesn't take some of the good things that is in the. It depends apparently. Like ginger essential oil, right? I had hoped this would be strong, right? But apparently the strength of the hotness in ginger is not found in the oil. So you're buying this ginger oil and hoping for this, wonderful strength like the peppermint oil, just with ginger. And then you find out the ginger oil is just boring pretty much. So apparently some things, sometimes are not with the oil, and so maybe with the thyme, maybe there's some other things as well when you eat. Well, wow. Absolutely. Oh. And I feel hot. I absolutely feel hot, that's for sure. Hopefully it's doing some good things. Killing some fungus or something like that, man. It's killing things, just butchering things. Just would be wonderful. It should also be, as I understand it, antioxidants, and it seems to have some pretty good reviews. So maybe it's a good habit to chew some timian, here and there. And again, it's not that. It's interesting. It's not. It reminds me of licorice root. When you're eating a licorice root, you have something to chew on. You have something to do with your mouth. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I think it's the fresh one. There's also some vitamin C and some. I still haven't gotten the fresh one, sadly. And I also looked into it. It's used as a medicine. Some places, and have been used as a medicine in the past. So. Yeah. Anyway.
So I'm wondering, what do you think of that narrative?
I'm hot.
Is it the right one?
I'm really. Oh, I'm hot. I feel hot. Wow. I feel hot. I don't feel that bad.
Is there something wrong about Pope?
Hey, something is happening. That's always nice to see that something is happening. Would be a shame if nothing happened, right?
Trying to do with the church.
Pope Francis is without doubt a man of the Second Vatican Council.
For sure.
You are young people.
The Second Vatican Council, the last stroke against Protestantism. Hey, you people need to wake up. It's not over yet, the Antichrist is still here, He hasn't gone away.
You don't remember Vatican Council, but if somebody wants to understand Pope Francis and his way of proceeding and his leadership, needs to go back to the experience, to the decrees, and to the development of the church provoked by the Second Vatican Council. That's a reference points that we cannot forget if we want to understand what's going on in the church and in the mind and the heart of Pope Francis. It is also important to recall
Francis.
Context.
He's not even.
Father Bergoglio, many years before, when he never imagined to be a pope, has lived and served as a Jesuit and later as a bishop. Bergoglio have been formed, and his ministry in the Argentinian context and in the wider Latin American context in a very, very tough situation. When he was a young priest, appointed provincial of the Argentinian Jesuits by Father Arrupe, was in a dictatorship situation. and he has to fight with a very complex political context and church context. And then, after being a bishop in Buenos Aires, he has been also a very important man in all the Conference of Bishops of Latin America. So Pope Francis is leading the church in the sense of Vatican II. Decided with the adjustments needed by the new times and the signs of the Spirit. That's why he is all the time talking about human migration in all its forms, the environment crisis, the growth of inequality, because the Vatican Council teach us to read the signs of times and to respond them. And we have to respond with dialogue among all, especially different religions, and we have to use the dialogue as the path to fraternity. That's what
Fraternity to brotherhood, you know, I guess. When he uses this fraternity nonsense. I think like Freemasonry and all that, right? But fraternity. Yeah, that gets a little round the mouth in regards of the time, but a fraternity or fraternal organization is an organization, society, club, or fraternal order traditional of men associated with for various religious, blah blah blah. Okay, where is the other one? There we go.
He is inspired in recently in the Vatican Council. If we go back, we arrive to the gospel and to Jesus Christ.
I want to ask you a little bit more about Pope Francis and how being a Jesuit has shaped him as Pope. You know, he's somebody who talks a lot about discernment, which is
I think they would probably talk more about the poop than Jesus Christ, you know.
really important part of
They're so into this poop, right?
Jesuit spirituality. And I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit about, you know, what we can all learn from Pope Francis about discernment.
Pope Francis is not only a Jesuit, he's a Christian. And discernment is part of Christianity. Discernment is...
So that's why you run around and kill Christians, you know, and been doing that for, you know, and make the Counter-Reformation, you know, killing Christians and all that. Yeah, okay, well, so you're Christians. Oh, that's what you are. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I would never have realized that, you know, if you didn't say it, you know.
Of Christian life in all.
And that's something you need to be aware of when Catholics, they talk about being Christians, right? You know. Well, you know, sometimes you need to replace that with Roman Catholic.
All times. No, it's not something recently. No, Jesus was a man of discernment. If you read attentively
he warned us about the Antichrist that you're following, you know.
Gospels, you will see a man who is all the time trying to understand what is God's will, to follow the God's will. And this Jesus and all Christians should do that.
Sure.
That's why Jesus stayed with us after the resurrection throughout the Spirit. He gave us the most precious gift, His Spirit, the way of discerning.
The spirit of truth or the spirit of error, the spirit of law obedience or the spirit of lawlessness. I wonder which one we're following, the spirit of Antichrist or the spirit of Christ.
To celebrate Pentecost in a few days, so we can renew our idea of being guided by the Spirit. Discernment is the skill every Christian needs to be guided by the Holy Spirit. And that's why Ignatian spirituality is so pointed on that. And Ignatian spiritual exercises are a kind of discernment school that he learned himself. By following the spiritual exercises, every person can be helped to hear the voice of God calling him to a
Or maybe the words of the devil. Let's try that again. It's like spiritual exercise. Can do like
during the spiritual exercises, every person can be helped to hear the voice of God,
ooh, or maybe the voice of the devil.
calling him to a fully human life, and to decide to follow that voice, not to make an election.
Oh, wait, to maybe follow the devil, now having no discernment really.
And then, and you can also maybe.
Apparently the Timian is costing, of course that's probably, you can probably get it cheaper, if you buy a good amount of it. A couple of kilos or something like that. I think I could pretty much squeeze that down in a good amount. This is 60 grams. I haven't eaten all the 60 grams, but we're getting closer, I guess. Yeah, but it is absolutely doing something, and I'm pretty hot, So I think we just need to take some more, Although I need some water because it helps with the water to moisture. It's not that, it's very dry, Always get some moist and all that, then it's much better. We have Vanillica. It's like, it's also pretty. These were very expensive compared to the bigger packages, but the bigger packages you could probably again still get cheaper. But I wonder, in regards to the antifungal, it should work from the inside when you eat it, right? So, anyway, let's see. Oh, we have the voice of God.
Remember that the success of Ignatius with the spiritual exercises.
With these
were
spiritual exercises, like when they're in the New Age, doing. Someone wrote something. Every single time, what every single time? I don't know who he's maybe he might be speaking to one or the other, I don't know. Oh, well, I know. Not always easy to figure out on Gap whose people is writing to, because that's, bad. Oh, I should really try the other thing that was an open source platform. Maybe that had some more sanity. It was worked out. And it's also open source. Maybe that actually is much better, but I didn't really further try. What's that called? Chat platform, open source chat platform. Like it was called something that was pretty. I think I did try to make an account, but I really never got to use it. But I think it was a locked platform as well, so you needed to have an account to actually. And I don't like that. Why be on a place where people need to log in to actually get to see your things? It should be like a website. I think Facebook was like that in the beginning. You didn't need to have an account or something. You could just see people's.
University students. He was an old university student, and he get together with some young university students. All the first companions of Ignatius were university students gathered by the experience of the spiritual exercises. So. This school of discernment has been a
school of discernment. Let's hear that again. A school of discernment. Yeah. Oh. Can you discern who the Antichrist is that you're following? Oh no. Okay. You can't discern the devil in regards of. You are absolutely deceived. That's what you are. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, maybe I should get some. I have some food. I actually have some ribeyes as well. That would be pretty nice. Oh my! Oh! Whoa! Oh! I don't know. I think I need some water as well for that thyme thing. I think actually the thyme is also said to be able to relax you. I don't know. I feel differently, at least. if a little do something, well, maybe much does a lot of things. Well, let's see. Anyway, now maybe I should take some of the meat in so it can warm up a little. Oh yeah. Ribeyes, yummy, yummy. Oh yeah, should probably go with the others in regards of getting some. Yeah. Oh yeah, but anyway, let's get some. What's here? Ribeyes, non-halal slaughtered ribeyes. That's what we like. No devilish nonsense and all that. And well, let's go. Mm. 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 Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Celebrate Pentecost in a few days, so we can renew our idea of being guided by the Spirit. Discernment is the skill every Christian needs to be guided by the Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Ignatian spirituality is so pointed on that. And Ignatian spiritual exercises are a kind of discernment school that he learned himself. And following the spiritual exercises, every person can be helped to hear the voice of God, calling him to a fully human life, and to decide to follow that voice, not to make an election. And then, and you can also maybe remember that the success of Ignatius with the spiritual exercises were among university students. He was an old university student, and he get together with some young university students. All the first companions of Ignatius were university students gathered by the experience of the spiritual exercises. So this school of discernment has been very fruitful for us in all the stage of our life and apostolate.
Yeah. So all Jesuits do the spiritual exercises, but one thing that's always struck me about the society is the diverse directions that Jesuits go on from there. So you have Jesuits who are teachers, doctors, actors, podcasters, everything you can think of. And you know, that's clearly part of the Jesuit charism and the strength of the order. But as the person who's on top of that, at the neck, how do you manage such a diverse workforce?
Well, first of all, every day I discover something new that Jesuits are doing. No, because each Jesuit is a font of creativity, and that is very important to understand that the Society of Jesus is not an organization for do something. It's not. We are not in the society. It's not a job. We are not being hired for doing a teacher or for doing a pastor, parish pastor. No, the Society of Jesus is shaped of people who wants to respond to the call of the Spirit. And as we also learn from the Bible, the spirits, we don't know where He's going to guide us. So what we need is to be very in touch with the Spirit, and we do not invent the vision for ourselves or try to do new things because of the novelty they can have. We respond to God's will, whatever it might be, and that's my...
The devil's will. No, you don't run around killing Christians and say you're a Christian, you know. It's just totally hypocrisy.
Big responsibility is to follow that, no? To assure that the Jesuits, the body of the society, is really following God's will and know what we are discovering or trying to do. The governance of the body thus is done through a flexible structure that trusts a lot in every person who shares the mission and him.
Oh, I made a pretty big bowl. It's probably a little too much, but yeah, but no, it's I guess it will get smaller. Well, I guess I'm getting a little tired of chewing as well, so maybe I should take a break with it as well.
His roots in Christ, and we try to together find the way that God is showing us. That's why now maybe you have here in the last years a lot of times that we are deepening in discernment in common, not only discernment as a personal process, but the discernment of the body. So we need to hear as a body the Spirit. That's why the next becomes more important also.
Yeah. So you have this amazing, diverse, group of people who are doing so many cool and different things. You're looking ahead to your preferences for the future, but at the same time, at least in the US and Europe, vocations have been going down. And so I'm wondering what your vision of the society is in the next 10 to 20 years. How are you guys accounting for that?
Well, the first thing I have to say, I am not who is going to put limits to the Holy Spirit.
Of course not.
But in what to do. I will try not to put, it's not, I have to do all the contrary. So, about how it's going to be the society, I really don't know, but anyway, at least it will be formed by people transformed by the encounter with Christ, committed to share the experience with their contemporaries. And that's also when we pronounce our vows, we say that this is something that we have.
Our vows, oh.
Not start, and this Jesus who started, and he will continue to call people to do this kind of lives. I think the Society of Jesus in 10 or 20 years will be smaller than now in numbers of Jesuits, but huge, larger in collaboration with others. Well, we are learning a lot in collaboration with others, and this is a way of being integrated in a bigger way of carrying the mission of Jesus Christ. The Society of Jesus will be integrated by a greater variety of cultures, living in and witnessing interculturality. This is an amazing characteristic of the Society of Jesus. We are so diverse, and this diversity is growing. We have people from, I don't know how.
Broad way that leads to everlasting death. Yeah.
How many cultures living the same vocation and the same spirit. And our big challenge is to enrich ourselves from that variety or diversity, living interculturality. And will be a society of Jesus adapting their lifestyles and works to the demands of a better balance with the environment. That's, I think, is a big challenge for our life. How we embody as a big group of persons in many places of the world, coming from different cultures, how we can be witness of a new way of relationship with the environment.
Yeah, I really appreciate how you're making a point of balancing, memory of the Jesuits' roots with the place that it's going to grow, right? Because I I think you understand that there doesn't need to be this separation. You can see it as one continual thing, that all of it informs each other. And so I want to ask you on the memory front, your predecessor, Pedro Arrupe, is up for canonization, and I was wondering how that process is going.
Not as fast as of my desires, but at a good pace. This year, the diocesan phase culminates, and it will be passed to the Holy See. So we are in the most difficult part, that is taking the testimonies in different parts of the world, in Japan, in Spain, here in Italy, and in some other places, people who knew him or people who has a reference to him, and to put that all together, and also a very qualified revision of the archive. No? Father Arrupe wrote a lot as a general, and wrote a lot as a provincial, and wrote a lot as a director of novices, and so all this his hope is taken in account, and to make a good presentation of the person that he was. And also, we hope to soon be able to accredit some miracle that will lead him to beatification.
That's right.
That's another beatification.
Oh,
So
dude,
miracle
okay.
that will
Was that in regards to sainthood? Bullshit nonsense.
lead him to beatification.
That's right.
That's
I think it's they just like who decides who is the saint, right? Oh, the church, huh? Oh, really? Beautiful. And purification. And beatification, be it blessed and found to make recognition according by the Catholic Church of a deceased person enters into heaven and capacity to intercede on behalf of individuals who pray in their name. And bullshitter Ignatius Inigo has been beatified or whatever. Oh. As other murderers has been. I was a Hustashi guy, of course the guy that burned Bibles, if I recall. And that's the woman on the horse, fierce Roman Catholic that wanted to destroy the Hussites, beautified, oh yeah. And they burned her herself, if I recall, right? It was the Catholic that burned the Catholic. Yeah.
It's everywhere because we are here. No, you are here, we are here.
And you beautified her, no? Yeah. Just insanity of that system.
And who has inspired the Society of Jesus as is shaped today.
Alright, so we need our listeners to pray to Father Arrupe so we can get some of those miracles. We can do that. We do have one last question for you along those lines. If you could...
Pray to what? No.
All this his hope is taken in account, and to make a good presentation of the person that he was. And also, we hope to soon be able to accredit some miracle that will lead him to beatification.
That's right.
That's the miracle is everywhere because we are here. No, you are here, we are here. Rupert is the man who has inspired the Society of Jesus as his.
So just out of, he just gets into heaven because we said he is now in heaven, right? Now you can pray to this guy because now we say that he's in heaven, God decides who are the saints and who is not the saints.
This shape today.
Alright, so we need our listeners to pray to Father Rupe so we can get some of those miracles. We can do that. We do have one last question for you along those lines. If you could canonize one person, living or dead, Catholic or not, fictional or real, who would it be and why?
Well, I got two good candidates.
Canonization. That's the thing in regards to sainthood. I think it is. I can't even spell it. No, there we go. Yeah. To declare deceased person an official recognized saint. Well, I guess to beautify, beatify, or all nonsense.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Is one a Rupe?
Gandhi.
Well, to Father Rupe, so we can get some of those miracles. We can do that. We do have one last question for you along those lines. If you could canonize one person, living or dead, Catholic or not, fictional or real, who would it be and why?
And it's also, I think they took Patrick, right? And they prayed to Patrick, right? Patrick, as I understand it, was a real Christian, not a papist. They just took him and catalyzed him, as far as I know.
Well, I got two good candidates.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Is one a Rupe?
Gandhi.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
He's one. And the other one is Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, let's see here. Who was Nelson Mandela? Mandela, wasn't he like Templar? No, what is it called? He was a Knight of Malta. Right? Let's see here. Yeah. There we go. He stands in his thing, Nelson Mandela. 13 Knights of Malta. And yes, you have some more in regards of, so. And who was the other one? I don't know. But yeah, Knight of Malta, being part of the system,
One is Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Well, I got two good candidates.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Is one a Rupe?
Gandhi.
Wow.
Gandhi. Who knows? I'm proud. Gandhi. I don't know who's that is. Anyway, the other guy, Knight of Malta, yeah, we can just, beautify him, and then he's in heaven, right? And you can buy these cards, Catholic cards, and pray to the... I can't remember what these cards is called, But they have these small cards where they can... I'll see if I can find them. Ignatius Loyola card prayer. It's called something special, right? But I can't remember. Let's see here. I remember, if you know what to search on, you can find all these different small things with prayer on them on one side and image on the other side. And just nonsense. Oh, actually, now we have the hat again. And actually, the hat is on Ignatius. So apparently this hat was not only used for the novices, I guess. Because it seems like he has the hat on. So yeah, and then he seems to have the hat on as well. I think it was called something, but I can't remember on it. But anyway. Okay, here, Ignatius Loyola with hat. Headwear. Yeah, and it does seem to have that he, you can find him with this hat on. And so again, it could easily be, the image with this headwear could easily be portrayed as Ignatius as being the beast, the second beast. Of course, it's not only novices apparently that shows this thing. At least not, So we can find multiple pictures with him having that hat on. I Gesuiti di Ignacio Loyola, multiple pictures having that square hat on. Also in the British Museum is a source, he has the hat on. So clearly, yeah, we have a statue of the guy. Yeah, that's actually, I actually have that image as well on one of the, that he has the hat on as well, so. So it's not only the novices, I think it was Eric Phelps that talked about it was only the novices that had that hat on. But again, clearly, searching around, you can find him with the hat. So when they draw the beast with the hat, it could, and then puking out these people with this hat, it doesn't necessarily mean it's novices, it just means it's Jesuits. That's interesting. There's a lot of sources you can find here with let's try to search on Council of Trent, Jesuit beast. Would have been nice if I could find the Council of Trent image that they used in the video, typical of course, but not the image of the Jesuit beast. Okay. And I don't seem to be able to find it. Anyway, I have the picture, so I know it's there, right? But what source they got it from is really interesting to find. I guess we'll probably not get much help by the Catholics. Oh, it will come around, I guess, at some point. Yeah. So yeah, the Jesuits absolutely seem to have that hat on. Not only the novices of the daily examine spiritual exercise of Bolshevik Ignatius Loyola in black and with this square hat. Latin. Yeah, anyway. So you can probably also find some of his partners with this. One from Spain where he has this hat on. Different pictures of him in regard to the different things. I guess his story. Yeah, it seems to be like a little booklet on. He gets sainted apparently in 1622. He has the hat upon again. So, you know, as far as I know, this is the false prophet of Revelation. Ignatius Loyola, the start of the false prophet, or the beginning of the false prophet beast that comes out of the earth in hiding. It's behind, you know, it's not in the front. And he goes with the hat again. Same hat, Ignatius Loyola. Born the youngest of 13 children to a well-off family in Basque region of northern Spain. Went into military service for the Duke of Navarra. 1521, legs was severely injured by cannonball. And so forth. Here you just have a little, some lines for his whole life. However, what seems to be Danish. Set the world on fire. Yeah, well. Yeah, here is a picture of him with two other partners, and at least two of them have. You know, Ignatius and the other guy has clearly has the hat on. So, you know, a statue of him with the hat, picture of him with the hat. So it's not only, I think Eric Feld in 2008 said that it was for the novices in regards to that hat, but you know, clearly Ignatius had it on. Probably they all did. The first of the Jesuits. So, oh my head. Oh my. I've gotten too much greens, I think. Wow. I wonder what it's doing, you know. I wonder if it's killing a lot of bad things or something like that. I have no idea. I'd have to be doing something. No. Oh well, I guess the image will pop up at some point. At least I sent an email out, but I haven't gotten anything back. Hopefully it did work with sending a lot of. Yeah. So what the picture, it's probably, this picture seems to be written close to the Council of Trent. And here we see the beast, the second beast, with this hat on, and spewing out 1, 2, 3, 4 Jesuits down onto the city. And the other beast, you see it spewing out Catholics out on the city. I would really like to get more information and find out who actually made that. Because it seems to be, that's the same idea I have. But, people in the past might actually have pointed out that, but very early on, that the second beast was, it's just incredible, right? That someone would have pointed that out in the 16th century, that the Jesuits was equal to the second beast. It's just amazing, in regards to so little history. If they already pinpointed the false prophet as the Jesuits in the 16th century, why wouldn't there then be more information on it? Why wouldn't other people have catched on to this? Catch onto it. It's just interesting. Castigate, reprimand, press the flesh. We have the Danish Catholic Church. I guess he's the bishop in Denmark or what? I guess he might actually be bishop in Denmark. Actually interesting, the hat that he has, he's sitting with, actually looks like a Jesuit hat, although in another color, But yeah, there's a lot of information about maybe there's a lot of emails. I mean, we could. Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's. Apparently there's young Catholics here as well. A link for that. I don't know all that nonsense. Well, I should warm up a pan and get some meat, Good meat. I'm getting a little tired of all the green stuff, Good meat, some salt, some meat, and some ribeyes. Fast food, the best fast food ever. That's what it is. Ribeyes. Types of antifungal essential oils. The essential oils of herbs and spices are some of the most powerful antimicrobial. Essential oils, thyme, cinnamon, oregano, clove, and mint are all examples of these kinds of oils. And these are actually, cinnamon is my favorite, oregano I use, Clove I use, and mint I use. Mint I guess would probably be the second. Travle, what's that? Oh. No. Nah. Wait for that. Anyway, so we have thyme, cinnamon, oregano. You know, these are pretty much. You know, the thyme I had set aside because it was too heavy on me. I just felt so bad after taking thyme oil. So again, maybe it's just better to actually take it like this. You know, I'm not seemingly. I don't feel like I've been hit so much at the moment. Of course, I can feel like my head is just warm, but I have some other oils, but yeah. Yeah, thyme, cinnamon, oregano, clove, and mint are. I also have patchouli, although it's bob. You know, I heard you can get different smells of patchouli, so you can make thyme tea. I actually have some hot water where I put some thyme in. I guess that would be a pretty good way to. Anyway. I'll see what happens if anyone replies back at any time. Yeah, it's time for food. I think I'll stop here. Anyway, may Jehovah be with you and Yeshua most precious pearl, and the spirit of truth be in us all.